Do you wake up at the crack of dawn, or do you usually burn the midnight oil? Today, we are not just talking about habits, we are mastering the specific vocabulary of your daily life. 6 essential idioms, 1 conversation. Let's stay in the flow.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the English Flow podcast. I'm your host, Zoe. I am so happy to have you here with us today. Whether you are walking to work, drinking your morning coffee, or just relaxing at home, we are glad to be part of your day. Today, we have a very relatable topic. We are talking about daily routines, how we spend our days, the habits we build, and how we balance work and rest. And to help me discuss this, I have my wonderful friend and colleague here. Welcome back, Leo.
Hi, Zoe, and hi, everyone listening. It is great to be back. I love this topic. Honestly, talking about routines is one of my favorite things because I'm always trying to fix mine.
Oh, I know that feeling. One week I am super organized, and the next week it's total chaos. But Leo, why do you think routines are so important for language learners specifically?
That is a great question. I think consistency is everything. You don't need to study for 5 hours a day, but if you have a small routine, something you do every single day, you improve much faster. It gives you structure.
Exactly. Structure is key. So, Leo, let's walk through a typical day. Are you an early bird or do you prefer sleeping in?
I wish I could say I love sleeping in, but I've actually trained myself to wake up early. I usually get up at the crack of dawn.
Oh, wow, that is brave. I struggle with mornings. When you say the crack of dawn, you mean really, really early, right? Like before the sun comes up?
Yes, exactly. Usually around 5:30 or 6 a.m. I love the quiet. No emails, no phone calls. It's just me. I usually drink a big glass of water and maybe do some stretching to kick off my day properly.
That sounds lovely, actually. To kick off the day means to start it, right? To get things moving?
Spot on. If I don't kick off the day with some movement, I feel lazy for the rest of the afternoon. What about you, Zoe? How does your morning look?
Well, mine is a bit different. I definitely hit the snooze button on my alarm clock at least twice. But once I'm up, I head straight to the kitchen. I cannot function without my coffee. After that, I check my planner because I usually have a packed schedule.
I can imagine. Being a podcast host and a teacher keeps you busy. When you say packed schedule, you mean you have a lot of appointments, right?
Yes, a packed schedule means my day is full. Back-to-back meetings, recording sessions, editing. Sometimes it feels a bit overwhelming, but having a routine helps me manage that stress. If I didn't write things down, I would forget everything.
Writing things down is a lifesaver. So, you have a busy morning and afternoon. What happens when the evening comes? Do you stop working at 5 p.m.?
I wish. Sometimes if I have a deadline, I have to burn the midnight oil.
Ah, that is a great expression. Burn the midnight oil. You mean you work very late into the night.
Yes, it's not healthy to do it every day, but sometimes you have to finish a project. However, I try to avoid it. I prefer to stop working by dinner time so I can relax. What about you, Leo? Do you work late?
I try not to. I realize that if I work too late, I can't sleep. My brain keeps running. So around 8 p.m., I start to wind down.
Wind down. I love that phrase. It sounds so relaxing.
It is. To wind down just means to gradually relax, to stop the energy of the day. I might read a book, listen to some jazz music, or take a hot shower. I put my phone away. No screens allowed.
Impressive. No screens? That is impressive discipline. I usually watch Netflix, which probably isn't the best way to wind down.
Hey, we're all human. Netflix is fun. But after I wind down, I'm ready to hit the hay.
Hit the hay. That's a classic. It just means to go to bed, right?
Yep, time to sleep. I try to hit the hay by 10:30 p.m. so I can wake up at the crack of dawn the next day. It's a cycle.
It really is a cycle. You know, hearing about your routine makes me want to adjust mine a little bit. Maybe wake up 10 minutes early.
Start small, Zoe. That is the secret. Don't change everything at once, just change one little thing.
That is excellent advice for our listeners, too. If you want to improve your English, just add 5 minutes of practice to your daily routine. Maybe listen to English Flow while you wash the dishes.
Exactly. Consistency beats intensity.
All right, Leo, we used some really excellent vocabulary words today related to routines. I think it would be great to review them with our listeners.
I agree. Let's do our special shadowing practice.
Okay, everyone, here is how this works. We selected 6 key phrases from our conversation today. We will explain the meaning simply in English, then we will say the phrase slowly. We want you to repeat after us.
Don't worry about being perfect. Just try to copy our speed and our intonation. Are you ready? Let's go.
First term is crack of dawn. This refers to the very early morning, right when the sun begins to rise. Crack of dawn.
Crack of dawn. Next, we have kick off. This is a phrasal verb that means to start or begin something, usually with energy. Kick off.
Kick off. The third term is packed schedule. This describes a day that is very busy, full of plans, appointments, or work. Packed schedule.
Packed schedule. Number 4 is burn the midnight oil. This is an idiom. It means to work or study late into the night. Burn the midnight oil.
Burn the midnight oil. Next up is wind down. This means to gradually relax after doing something tiring or stressful, usually before sleeping. Wind down.
Wind down. And our final term is hit the hay. This is a casual way to say go to bed or go to sleep. Hit the hay.
Hit the hay. Great job, everyone! If you repeated those phrases, you are already building that muscle memory.
Yes, and try to use one of these phrases tomorrow. Tell a friend you have a packed schedule or that you need to wind down. Using the words makes them stick.
Thank you so much for joining me today, Leo. It is always a pleasure to chat with you.
The pleasure was mine, Zoe. Happy studying, everyone.
Thank you all for listening to the English Flow podcast. Remember, learning a language is a journey, not a race. Keep practicing, keep listening, and most importantly, stay in the flow.